I've been betrayed.
Nelly and Ashanti have always tried to keep their private lives private, but there are some things you just can't hide. Like the way Nelly and Ashanti's mom really feel about each other. In the past, it's been rumored that they had a pretty rocky relationship, and you won't believe how things are between them now. Now that Nelly and Ashanti are married with a baby, it's clear that their families will always be united. So, for better or for worse, they're gonna have to deal with each other's in-laws. Luckily for Nelly, he and his mother-in-law seem to be getting along with each other. At least that's the way it looked at Ashanti's surprise baby shower. The Atlanta Black Star reported that in June 2024, Nelly surprised his wife with a celebration for their unborn baby, hosted by Dolce & Gabbana in New York. Being both Ashanti's mom and manager, Tina Douglas is never far from her daughter, and obviously, there was no way she would have missed such a special occasion. A video on YouTube documented some of the touching speeches given at the event. Nelly started by giving a hilarious toast that had everyone laughing, and then it was Tina's turn to speak, and you might be surprised by what she said about the father of her grandchild. At the start of her speech, she claimed that Nelly was her son now. Another guest corrected her by telling her that he'd always been her son, which she agreed with. She then continued by sharing that she loved him like a son, like her own blood, and that he and her daughter had become one. So it's pretty clear that they were on good terms by that point, or at least that's what they wanted to present to the public, because apparently things haven't always been so great between them. In the past, it was rumored that they weren't the biggest fans of each other. I don't know if you remember, but when Nelly and Ashanti were going out the first time around, there was a story about him throwing some major shade at her mom. Being the private person Nelly is, he never spoke to the public about how he honestly felt about Tina, but it seems like he isn't as discreet about it within his inner circle. In 2008, Ace Showbiz released a report which claimed that Nelly couldn't stand Tina. According to one of Star Magazine's sources, Tina stuck her nose in everything, and she allegedly made things difficult for Nelly and Ashanti because of her controlling nature. This supposedly made Nelly hesitate about proposing to her at the time. The insider alleged that Tina was always pushing her famous daughter to make more money and to always look great, which stressed her out. And Nelly didn't like that. The article also claimed that he was trying to get Ashanti to become more independent and stand up for herself more. But apparently, she found it super difficult because of her mom's grips on her. The source went on to share that Tina had such a strong personality that her daughter was kind of afraid of her, and they added that she was affecting the couple's long-term plans. Because before asking her to marry him, Nelly reportedly wanted to know that Ashanti could make decisions on her own. He wanted her to be able to put her mom in her place whenever it was necessary to do that. We may never find out just how much of an influence Tina has had on her daughter's personal life, but what we do know is that she's been behind her daughter throughout her career. It looks like she's made being a mom and a manager her whole identity. A report by Black Enterprise said that wherever Ashanti was, Tina was likely not far away. She's been glued to her daughter's side ever since she got her start in the entertainment industry in 2001. She even describes herself as the original momager on her Instagram. Tina actually has her own website called momager.com, where she has a behind-the-scenes series which she produced about how to manage your child's career. But as someone who is so caught up in her daughter's life, she might have some secret reservations about the man she's chosen as her life partner, because her new son-in-law isn't exactly a golden boy. His legal troubles have repeatedly made headlines over the last few years, and his latest scandal happened just days after the birth of her grandson. Nelly was arrested in August in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. People released an article claiming that he was arrested on a charge of no proof of insurance and another charge of allegedly being in possession of an illegal substance. The rapper had been at the Hollywood Casino and Hotel, and he supposedly won some casino jackpots and was trying to collect them. The security at the casino ran a search for warrants and found that Nelly was cited in 2018 for driving without insurance, and a judge had issued a warrant in 2023. The Guardian reported that an officer then put Nelly in handcuffs and took him to the police station in Maryland Heights. His lawyer said that the officer searched his client even though he didn't have probable cause to do so. He also claimed that Nelly was not charged with substance possession, and that if he'd been any other citizen, he would have just been told to handle it and then allowed to go on his way. The arrest also came around the same time as Tina's birthday, which I seriously doubt she appreciated. An article by the Daily Mail commented on how Ashanti never publicly talked about her husband's supposed crimes. The next time that she posted on social media after his arrest was to share photos from her mom's birthday. The outlet pointed out that the singer made no comment about any of the shady stuff that had been going on with her partner then. She captioned the birthday pictures with, "This was such a special night. Happy birthday again, Mom. His recent brush with the law wasn't the only time that Nelly found himself in legal trouble. A lot of people online raised their concerns about Ashanti spinning the block with someone who'd been accused of something seriously dark. And I have a feeling that when Tina heard about it, she might have had her reservations about Ashanti and Nelly getting back together, too. In case you missed it, The Telegraph reported that in October 2017, Nelly was arrested after a 22-year-old college student alleged that he'd taken advantage of her on his tour bus. Nelly denied the accusation and said that the student was motivated by greed and vindictiveness. The case was dropped a week later because she wouldn't testify against him. Her attorney said that she felt like she couldn't stand up against a celebrity. But the shocking allegations didn't end there, because according to the Daily Beast, Nelly was hit with another lawsuit by two anonymous women from the UK. The lawsuit claimed that in 2016 and 2017, he invited the women to hang out after his shows, and he gave them unwanted advances. After one of the British women also failed to testify, the investigation stopped. Nelly publicly gave his thanks to the UK police for thoroughly investigating the accusations, and he said that he stood with women and real survivors. When news of Ashanti and Nelly's reunion broke, The Root even released an article that warned people getting excited over the news to not forget about Nelly's checkered past. So, as a mother and a woman, I wouldn't be surprised if Tina was a little nervous when she first found out that he was a part of her daughter's life again. But at the same time, he hasn't been sent to prison for any of these supposed crimes, so the allegations against him have never been proven. It's not hard to see that he is in the Douglas family's good books now. He reportedly was the one who insisted that his son be named after Tina's husband, Kincaid, because he only had daughters, per Entertainment Tonight. People revealed that Ashanti and Nelly welcomed their son, Kareem Kincaid Haynes, on July 18, 2024, and that the proud and happy parents were so in love with their little boy. And there's no doubt that Tina must be happy to be a grandma too. But anyway, what do you guys think? Is everything good between Nelly and Tina? Or do you think there could be some behind the scenes beef that's going on? Let me know in the comments below.